to consider another assessment approach, our fundamental assumption is that things should be symmetrical and free. Now, I'm going to do this from one side of the table so that it's visible to the camera and I don't obscure anything. Ideally, what I would want to do is be on the same, essentially in the same relationship to the limb that I'm going to test. So if I test the left leg on the left side, I want to test the right leg on the right side so that my environments of observation are as similar as possible. I'm making as few assumptions as possible, and I'm likely moving as similarly as possible on both sides. So my assumption, again, this is going to be a straight leg raise, is that both legs will get to approximately 90 degrees, or lower limbs, with the knee straight. If the knee will not stay straight, then I know that there is some form of restriction. I don't exactly know what form of restriction. I would have to check more. If they will not get to 90 degrees, there's some form of restriction. My assumption is I should be able to get them both to 90 degrees with straight knees, okay? I'm not testing one structure. I'm testing something quickly so that I can get information about the posterior aspect of the lower limb, right? So we come here. Okay, now the leg will go farther, but I'm getting resistance. The knee's not going to bend, but it's slowing down. You agree that this is about where it wants to go. I could force it farther, right? But the other side of your body is moving, a bunch of other stuff is moving. So once we get into territory of auxiliary movement or things other than what I'm trying to moving, then I have found some form of resistance to that movement. Now, ideally, the other one will move freely. Now we can have a bilateral issue or we can have a unilateral issue. I don't know, I'm about to find out. Now again, ideally I'd be on the other side, but for the sake of the camera, I'm not going to be. I'm gonna move as similarly as I can, okay? Now, about there you start to feel resistance, that's correct. Now, this one feels easier to you, okay? Right, so like when I get up there, it'll do it, the leg stays straight. Now keep in mind, I am on the opposite side. I should be on the other side, but it seems as though based on assumption, I can get this leg, I can get the right leg to 90 degrees with resistance. The left one will not quite get to 90 degrees and resistance is more pronounced and earlier in the movement. So I have identified that the leg that is going to require some attention is going to be the left.